In this video, we're going to discuss some uncommon business startup items. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Natasha, the business recruiter. Welcome back to my channel. So when it comes to starting your recruiting agency and getting your business off of the ground, you're probably going to be overwhelmed with the amount of things that you're going to need. Meaning, in order to make sure that you are running a legitimate business, you're going to have to register your business, whether that's starting an LLC or a corporation. You're going to have to get the appropriate insurance. You're going to have to get a website. All of these different things can add up in terms of tasks. And these are usually considered to be the most common business startup items. However, there's probably a couple that you haven't thought of. One of those business startup items is actually a DUNS number. And if you're not familiar with what a DUNS number is, it stands for Data Universal Numbering System. And this has actually been going on for some time in terms of a DUNS number. So let's take some time to actually dive into what exactly it is. A DUNS number was actually created by the Duns and Bradstreet Credit Union in 1978. Originally, DUNS numbers were leveraged in order to be able to bid or apply for federal contracts. Essentially, this means that if you were interested in working within the government sector and you wanted to apply for certain contracts within the government, as a recruiting agency owner, you would have been required to have a DUNS number. Essentially, a DUNS number works very similar to a social security number. So think of it as a social security number for your business. Essentially, this number was created so that it could determine what your viability or credibility was as a business. And while there is no actual credit score that's assigned to your business, instead, what the DUNS number did was provide some information to companies that you would potentially be working with as a vendor or customer in regards to, so for companies that you would have been working with from the perspective of maybe being a customer or a vendor, it would provide them with information in regards to your pay index, delinquency index, and ultimately your financial stress index. Meaning that if you were an organization or a company that didn't pay your invoices on time, DUNS number would be able to account for that information in a very similar manner to a credit score. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, then be sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button as well as that bell so that you can get notified of all of my videos that do drop weekly. Now, it's important to note that in terms of a DUNS number, it is no longer being leveraged, at least from a government or federal perspective. As of April 2022, the federal government has actually moved to a UEI number. And basically what that stands for is a unique entity identifying number. It works very similar to a DUNS number, but is considered to be more accurate from a federal government perspective. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't still have the opportunity to apply for a DUNS number if you want. If you are considering going about receiving any form of grants or funding in regards to your business, a DUNS number can still come in handy, although not necessarily being leveraged by the federal government. It's important to do your research, of course, before you apply for anything. Like anything, getting a DUNS number is going to require you to do your own due diligence. So I'll be sure to link the Duns and Bradstreet number down below. That way you can start to do some research. Well, I hope that you found this video to be helpful. If you did, then be sure to give me a thumbs up, as well as if you're not in my Facebook group yet, then I do not know what you're waiting for. I'll be sure to leave that link down below as well, because we are still in there talking all things recruiting. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.